guys, I'm here to chat a little bit about D&D stuff. As you may have noticed, we've got super into D&D recently. More specifically 5th edition. And essentially, in terms of creating a character, it can be quite intimidating to start with a character off. So we thought we'd do a little series of different bits and bobs to do with characters and character creation. So the way I like to start new characters is I like to do it by choosing my class first. I think I need to be dressed a little bit more appropriately. That's better. So I'm in Connie, who's a half-orc paladin. She is one of my characters that I have. But yeah, if you have a little look at different classes, the way I like to look at it is I like to look at it as though like a game. So if you've ever played like a fantasy RPG or something like Dragon Age or even Overwatch, you've got different types of characters and different types of, sort of people in the party as such. So you've got sort of your tanks like front fighters, you've got your kind of ranged attackers, and you've got your supports, so your healers, anyone that sort of does any kind of buffs tends to be more support. So for D&D, your tanks, your sort of melee fighters as such, tend to be your barbarians, your fighters, and your monks. They are very much up front, taking a lot of damage, dealing a lot of damage. Your tanks. In the middle you've kind of got your distance fighters, so ones that sort of might attack with like a ranged weapon, something like a crossbow or something like that. So in that sort of category you've got rangers, you've got rogues kind of can fit in that category as well. And then you've got your magic users, so you've got your warlocks, your sorcerers and your wizards. So they sort of fit in kind of that kind of category. And then in the more of the kind of support roles, you tend to find you've got bards, clerics, paladins and druids. Kind of fit more in the support role. Again, it can vary quite a bit. So think about, if you do play games, think about what kind of character you might prefer to play. However, when I've played Dragon Age, for example, I've played with a lot of kind of like your range character type ones with sort of magic. I actually prefer to play a front fighter in D&D. So there you go. You know, change it up a bit, see what you fancy playing. But it's quite a good kind of option to have a little look as like your base class kind of thing. Have a little look at like different ones that you tend to like to play. What I would say is once you've picked your base class, go and have a little read more on what the actual classes do. So you've got things like your player's handbook, you've also got the wonderful thing called the internet. There's many resources out there, D&D Beyond, you've got just YouTube, you've got different sort of places you can have a little look at. Have a little read of what you would kind of want to do in your class, and where you might want to take your specialisms in your class, because generally at sort of first level you won't pick anything quite yet, but then when it comes to 3rd level you'll pick like a certain path. So having that kind of in mind at the beginning is quite good. You can obviously change your mind, or talk to your DM as well about different options for yourself. So those are the base classes. You have got so many subclasses, it's untrue. And you can also do a thing called multiclassing, which can get a little bit complicated, so wouldn't recommend it for a first time. She says as she has a paladin that's just taken a level in warlock. Yay! Bear in mind as well that different classes, they are quite versatile. So for example, my paladin that we're in right now, she is more of a melee fighter. She is a paladin of vengeance, so she's taking her oath of vengeance. So she is not going to hide at the back in support role. She's going to be at the front with a greatsword hitting everything in sight. So bear that in mind as well. You know, you can get some pretty fighty clerics and paladins out there. You know, just saying. But yeah, I mean, have a little look, have a read, talk to your DM, talk to the other players in your party. And see kind of where you want to go with your class. But most of all, have fun, guys. Like it's It's about the roleplay, more so than like all the rules and stuff, I tend to find. So if you kind of concentrate on, okay, what would make a fun personality for me, that makes it a little bit easier, at least for me. So yeah, hope you all have fun, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!